My name is Grace Aki, she, her pronouns, and I'm out here doing a show at the Soho Playhouse to free a Mockingbird. It is, I think, sometimes funny, sometimes sad. Much like me, it's bipolar. And it's a one person, 65, 75 minutes if I'm feeling fun, solo play that we're doing here that I've been developing for many, many years now. And it is vocally exhausting to do, but I choose to do it anyways, and it's super fun.
Can you tell me about what led you to want to develop the show?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of like storytelling stuff and like comedy at the Barrow Group with Seth Barish, and he directs all of Mike Birbiglia's stuff, and it was just so fascinating, like the idea of storytelling, because I've been doing like stand up forever, but I was like, I don't think I'm good at this, and I was doing like improv and stuff, and I was like, that's not it, but I do like talking to people and connecting to them and stories, and then I was like, oh wait, maybe I should just do a long form of that.
So, speaking of storytelling, is there like a movie that you love that you think would be a fantastic Broadway musical or play?
Oh, I have always said this about Imitation of Life. And I do think it's actually in development, and I would like to, in some ways, like beyond that. But I think it is in development. It's a film that's also from like 1959, but also 1934. Fannie Hurst, I believe. Look it up. It's good. It's really good.
What about an artist who you think should be a jukebox musical?
I mean, famously, I love Huey Lewis, and that absolutely happened. You know what? No, I'm going to be controversial. I want Dave Matthews Band to have a musical because I actually think that the jam band of it all would do really well because his live shows are really good. And I'll say it. I'll be brave.
There's also a huge repertoire to pull
Massive,
from.
massive. Can you imagine number 34 on a Broadway stage? Please. Please.
So obviously you love hot dogs. I also love hot dogs. I even have a hot dog tattoo.
Stop. Wait, I've never seen this.
Yeah. So what are your favorite toppings on a hot dog?
I'm such a boring person. Last night I actually had a kimchi hot dog at Milady's in Soho. Have to go there. But I'm a ketchup and mustard person. I really am. Like, I've had Chicago dogs. I've had New York hot dogs. I've had all the dogs. And that's my favorite. What's your favorite topping?
Same.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'll try the others. It's fun. I'm originally from Texas, so it's nice to have like chili cheese and like a pony at times. But really, I just want the ketchup and mustard for that.
Hot dogs are so good.
If you could play any character in any show.
I've always, and this, shout out to Dalton High School. Why didn't you guys do My Fair Lady? I begged. They were like, we don't want to do a show all about a woman. They did Annie instead. I have
for a high school.
Yeah, I know. But no, I for sure like that one definitely. And I think like I've always wanted to do Barefoot in the Park, the play. Which, because I'm like a Neil Simon Gorley, and I love that film and Robert Redford and everything. Jane Fonda. Those are the two that I'm like, I could do that right now, please.
You have just like a hilarious moment that's happened on stage.
Okay, so last night was our first show, and I mentioned a myriad of pop culture things, right? And for the first time ever, I mentioned a specific character from a specific musical. And because I like to improvise a little bit during the show because I like to feel out where the audience is, like what their background is, all those things, just to see like what makes them tickle. And I named a character from a show, and the person who originated that role was in the audience. I know. It was insane. And then on my way here yesterday, I mentioned Tommy Kail, like Thomas Kail of Hamilton fame, and when I was talking about Fosse Verdon, and I passed him on the train just now. And I'm just like, New York's everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. So those are some fun, like, oh, right, like I live in New York. I've also had people that like come up to me afterwards. They were like, yeah, I worked on the film version of blank, the thing that you mentioned, or this. Like, there's so much pop culture because I'm a big culturista person that's in the show that it's been like kind of cool to hear how people like resonate with certain parts of it. So.
Do you have a I don't think so, honey?
I don't think so, honey. Tall people getting to buy tickets in front of me. I don't care that you wanted to spend 500 doll hairs on a show. We should be getting to order tickets based on height. I'm sick of it. I keep asking for the booster. I'm literally sitting on a pillow right now. As we're doing this, I'm sitting on a pillow. Like, I'm 4'11". There are a lot of people different people have different accessibility needs. I'm just saying it's hard to see sometimes over some tall people. And I want them to go to the theater, but behind me. When this was announced, I'm a ginger freak. I don't know if you know, I drink ginger beer like it's my will to live.
Too.
I'm obsessed with ginger, and also like Asian heritage, like it's definitely a part of it. Like people, it just like eating ginger like raw, in the raw. So when you announced this, I freaked out. I was very excited. So I'm very honored because famously, as we're doing right now, I talk extensively, and my partner literally was like, you have to make sure that you have Grethers. And I was like, what if I told you? They're on the way. So, yeah, I'm very excited.
Do you want to try one?
I do want to try one right now.
I have a live reaction.
You know, I had the black currant today. I was sitting at my desk and I was pre-gaming these guys. You know what's nice about this? I like the lemon a lot. I did not expect to like the lemon as much as I'm liking it. It also feels like I'm doing something right to my body. You know, when you have, and it's not medicinal, I'm just saying that it feels like, hey, check in. There's a wellness moment here. Like, I like that. I'm also like feeling it in my nose. It feels good. This is nice.
And
yeah, which is me every day.
Yeah, so these are like the perfect thing for me to keep in my purse because especially like motion sickness all the time. And
well,
when
you're
the subway's
also
doing something nonsense.
You're down in those dogs.
Yeah.
You gotta have the ginger on you. It happens.
Maybe we put some ginger on a hot dog, like a wasabi and ginger dog.
That'd be nice.
Of some
kind. Somebody get someone on the horn on that.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining for another episode of Gabbing with Grethers.